Orlando City fans, welcome to the Coach and Crew Show. I am your host, Charlie Krause. I'll be covering the Orlando City point of view side of things. Tantor will be chiming in with the Atlanta United side of things. A little rivalry week.
Tantor with a recap of a very thrilling 1-1 draw with Orlando City.
We're going to give our own commentary and feedbacks. We'll start with me and we'll chime in and splice in and out and see how it goes. So if you've ever seen any of my videos, you already know everything I'm going to say because it's true.
If you like soccer and you love soccer and you just want to know what everybody else is talking about, watch the second half of that game. That is what's right with soccer. It's an incredible game, and that was one heck of an exciting match where we'll just get the bad parts out first. It's why MLS will never be on par with any other league in the world. It's why MLS will always finish last. Officiating, horrible officiating. Both teams should be just utterly pissed off with the officiating. Both goals scored in this game was on officiating errors.
Some people will say, I'm sure Tantor is going to chime in and say it was a dive.
I had to watch that first goal at the 7-minute mark where the Atlanta United keeper on that set piece was nowhere near ready.
Pereira, who hasn't scored since Shane and I were at the DC United game.
Just to find out when the official blew the whistle. It was an early whistle. It was an incredibly early whistle.
He was tripped, plain and simple. When you're with the ball and you're making good things happen with the ball and you're going aggressive towards goal, the person who got called for the foul might have been committed the full foul, but the previous defender definitely had the foul.
He short whistled him, and that was crap. And then when Atlanta United tied it up at the 70-minute mark, the official screwed Orlando over with blowing the whistle twice, pulling it back, giving us extra chances. It was just a jumbled chance. Both sides should be really pissed off with officiating. The fouls were horrible. He was calling every time somebody fell down, it was a foul called with Orlando City. I mean, heck, with Orlando City, every time the air conditioning cut on, an Orlando City player got blown down on the ground. There was so much rolling around on the ground, I would swear Neymar must have been playing in white and purple today. It was sad. They were subbing off Orlando, and I was like, who's going to be the designated roller for Orlando today? Because that just seems like their complete strategy is just roll down on the ground.
Orlando City leads the league in goals against in the final 30 minutes. So let's set that up. 10 minutes into the game, we're playing aggressive. We're doing what we always do on the road to get that one first and usually only goal. Well, we do that. From that moment on, Orlando City fully parked the bus and tried to not even attack the goal ever. Not once. On the road. Not a bold strategy, Cotton, because we already know how it's going to turn out.
The second half, we dominated this game, start to finish. Unfortunately, our keeper was inexperienced, and that's how we gave up that first goal on a bad call with the refs there. But, we had possession, we had shots, we had corners, we had any stat you want, we had it in this game. We put the pressure on Orlando the whole time.
Orlando City had a whopping 2 shots on goal. One of them direct kick at the 10th minute. It was more like a nice shot pass, if you will, into the goal. And then Pato in the 93rd minute. And that's it. That's the only shots on target we had the entire game. And we only had something like in the neighborhood of maybe 28% possession. Orlando City had no efforts to try to win the game. They played on their heels. They packed it in tight. Even Taylor Twellman said they're packing it in tight.
However, Orlando held in there. They held in there to play a heck of a game. At the end of the game, in stoppage time, both teams hit the post. That's incredible. Both teams had keepers make great saves. Gillespie in key goal for Orlando is incredible. He had a Dom Dwyer smash. That how he got a hand on that into the upper 90s, I don't know. Upper 90s shots should never be saved. Gillespie saved one. Crazy. If I had to say man of the match for Orlando, would be Gillespie, because otherwise we win this game 3-1, bottom line.
Atlanta United, in my opinion, even though I haven't watched them as much as my counterpart Tantor here, they should be better than their record indicates. I still think they're the better team than Orlando City, so I should be happy with a 1-1 draw, but it's a 1-1 road escape for us.
We played pretty well. We played well enough to win. It didn't happen. We only got 1 point, but it's better than not having any.
Sure enough, 1-1 draw, and then they put some last-ditch efforts in. I'm still not sold that Campbell didn't accidentally handball the ball when Huan made a cross in the 94th minute that almost turned into an own goal. I've said it many times before. I'll say it again. I personally just don't believe in this conservative, try not to let them score style. And if you get 1 goal, then defend the rest of the time. That's just not my personality. It's not my DNA. I also don't have the higher tier coaching license that Oscar Pereira does have. So he must be doing something right. Orlando City still inside the playoff lines and has made the playoffs every year that he has been a head coach at Orlando City. With that said, goals win games, and you can't score if you don't even shoot.
See what coach has to say about this crap? Hey, we're going to kick your butt next time we go down to Orlando.
Like and subscribe. Tell me what you feel. Tell me how you feel if you're an Atlanta supporter or if you're an Orlando City supporter of how you think today's game went. Thanks for watching.